Hey everyone. Welcome to Top Tech News. This is your news channel for getting updated with the latest tech news headlines and their impact on business and our lives. To read the full news article for any of the news that we cover, simply click on its link given below in the description. To stay updated, show us some love and hit the subscribe button below and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. This way you would be informed whenever we upload a new video. Hi, my name is Dee and I am your host for today. Today's top headlines are: Samsung Galaxy Chromebook returns with bold red color. Apple Car could begin production in 2024. Skype's latest update with AI makes calls less awkward. AI controlled a U.S. military aircraft for the first time. Toyota CEO views EVs as not the cure everyone is thinking of. Let's get started. Samsung Galaxy Chromebook returns with bold red color. At the start of this month, a rumor suggested that Samsung was working on a follow-up to the premium Chrome OS device that it announced in January. A render of the Galaxy Chromebook 2 has now leaked and leaves little to the imagination. Evan Bloss shared a render of the Galaxy Chromebook 2 with Samsung again opting for Fiesta Red and Mercury Gray variants. The former looks slightly more orange here, while the color extends to the side rather than using a separate shiny silver. This should make the units less prone to scratching. The bezels around the screen save for the bottom continue to be very minimal, with the top half still quite thin. This unsurprisingly remains a 2-in-1 with touchscreen and stylus menu visible in the Chrome OS shelf. The Canvas app is also visible, with updated Google Workspace icons shown. The reveal gives us a good look at the left side port configuration of USB-C, 3.5mm headphone jack, volume rocker, and microSD card slot. The other side sees another USB-C port, but the rest is obscured in a rework from the original. On the design front, one can also see that the corners of the palm rest are quite blocky. The official-looking render does not provide any specifications for the Galaxy Chromebook 2, but that's likely coming sooner than later at this point. A January announcement would certainly line up with last year's schedule. Apple Car could begin production in 2024. Apple Car rumors have been floating around for years, and a new report from Reuters shed more light on the highly secretive project. According to the report, production of the electric Apple Car could start as early as 2024, and Apple is once again planning to build its own branded vehicle. The Reuters report explains that central to Apple's strategy is a new monocell battery design that bulks up the individual cells in the battery and frees up space inside the battery pack by eliminating pouches and modules that hold battery materials. This battery design would allow for more active material to be packed inside, potentially offering longer range. Furthermore, Apple is examining lithium iron phosphate, or LFP, battery chemistry for its vehicle, Reuters reports. LFP batteries offer lower energy density than other types but are less prone to overheating and don't use cobalt. Apple's technology could also radically reduce the cost of batteries, the report adds. Of course, Tesla CEO Elon Musk weighed in on the report. While he confirmed that Tesla already uses iron phosphate for medium-range cars, he expressed reservations around the monocell battery design. Recent reports had indicated that Apple would likely focus on developing a self-driving system, then working with another auto manufacturer to implement the system. The Reuters report, however, says that Apple is once again planning an Apple-branded car. The report cites two people familiar with Apple's plans and says that since a shakeup to the Project Titan team in 2019, things have progressed enough that Apple now plans to build a vehicle for consumers. It remains unclear who would assemble an Apple-branded car, but sources have said they expect the company to rely on a manufacturing partner to build vehicles. And there is still a chance Apple will decide to reduce the scope of its efforts to an autonomous driving system that would be integrated with a car made by a traditional automaker, rather than the iPhone maker selling an Apple-branded car, one of the people added. Apple Car might also feature LiDAR sensors for scanning different distances, similar to the most recent iPhone and iPad models. Apple is reportedly working with outside partners for elements of the system, including the LiDAR sensors. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has referred to LiDAR as a fool's errand. The Reuters report cites an anonymous person who worked on Project Titan. If there is one company on the planet that has the resources to do that, it's probably Apple. But at the same time, it's not a cell phone, the person reportedly said. It's next level. Like the first time you saw the iPhone, that person said of Apple's battery technology for Apple Car. The Apple Car rumors have ebbed and flowed over the years, and the project appears to be continuously evolving in scope. Just recently, Bloomberg reported that Apple has shifted the leadership of its self-driving car project to John Giannandrea, its senior vice president of machine learning and AI strategy. The Reuters report is some of the deepest details we've gotten on Apple Car recently. While production could begin in 2024, the report does caution that pandemic-related delays could push the start of production into 2025 or beyond. Skype's latest update with AI makes calls less awkward. Back in July, Microsoft added a feature called Together Mode to its Teams workplace messaging app. The tool uses an AI-powered segmentation technology to put everyone in a video call in the same virtual space. Even if you don't use Microsoft Teams, you've probably seen Together Mode in action. The NBA turned to the feature when it tried to recreate the atmosphere of a packed arena without any fans physically present. It's quickly become one of the app's marquee features, and, as The Verge points out, it's now making its way to Skype. With the latest version of the app, you, your friends and family members can pretend you're all in the same place, provided there are at least 5 participants in the call and everyone has access to a webcam. The nifty thing here is you don't need Skype installed on your computer to take advantage of the feature. You can access it through the platform's web client, and as long as one person has an account, they can invite everyone else through a Meet Now link. Together Mode isn't the only enhancement Microsoft is adding to Skype. When you update the app, you'll also find a new grid mode feature that allows you to see every webcam stream at the same time. You'll also find additional backgrounds alongside the usual assortment of bug fixes. You can download Skype 8.67 on Windows, Mac, and Linux. AI controlled a U.S. military aircraft for the first time. As much as the U.S. military relies on drones to bolster its aerial arsenal, it has still relied on human operators to guide its aircraft. Until now. Air Force Assistant Secretary Dr. Will Roper has revealed to Popular Mechanics that AI controlled a U.S. military aircraft for the first time, serving as the co-pilot aboard a U-2 Dragon Lady spy plane during a California flight on December 15. Archimu, a variant of the Mu-0 AI used for games like chess, had ultimate control over radar during a simulated missile strike on Beale Air Force Base. It determined when to focus on hunting for missiles and when to focus on self-preservation. Effectively, that made it the mission leader. It wasn't flying, but it determined where the human pilot should fly. There was no override either. The U-2 Fed Lab team spent a month training Mu-0's algorithms to work the radar, teaching the AI to spot enemies and watch for danger while interacting with a pilot. The polished Archimu was cut off from other subsystems to minimize the risks involved with its decisions. You won't see AI take over combat duties for a while, even in tests. An AI-guided dogfighting drone isn't scheduled to fly until July 2021, and it's not hard for these systems to be fooled by human ingenuity. As it stands, the Defense Department has been developing AI ethics guidelines that stop short of allowing computers to launch attacks on their own. Roper saw the AI as helping pilots who might otherwise be overwhelmed by complex situations, and the technology can assist or even take over some systems. The military could have an edge in battle simply by letting pilots focus on the most pressing issues during a mission. Toyota CEO views EVs as not the cure everyone is thinking of. Toyota CEO Akio Toyoda aired some negative views about battery electric vehicles at an annual meeting of the automaker. He claimed that it wasn't a good idea to push for a massive electrification. Some people viewed this as small-mindedness and believe that this could spell the end for the automaker if they don't quickly let go of such ideas. Toyota has yet to launch an all-electric vehicle outside of China. Despite the fact that the company announced an acceleration of its electric vehicle plans last year, the Japanese automaker has been focused on hybrids and fuel cell vehicles, and it has often dismissed battery electric vehicles. This negative view of electric vehicles has often come directly from CEO Akio Toyoda. Now he went at it again during comments about the Japanese government's announcement that they plan on banning the sale of new gasoline-powered cars starting in 2035. The Wall Street Journal reported on his comments, which included claiming that battery electric vehicles were more polluting than gasoline-powered vehicles due to electricity being mainly produced by gas and coal in some places, something that has been proven false by several studies. Not only is it already not accurate in most places, it's also short-sighted to focus on that, considering the electric grid is also rapidly getting cleaner as new deployment of renewable energy is becoming significantly cheaper than coal and gas. The Toyota executive even said that the current business model of the car industry is going to collapse if the government pushes for gasoline vehicle bans. Toyota argues that electric vehicles are too expensive, and pushing for a mass transition to battery electric vehicles will price people out of new cars. Toyota has introduced tons of manufacturing innovations that help reduce the price of gasoline-powered cars. The same is now happening with batteries and electric vehicles. But Toyota is just not part of it this time. Given Toyota's views on EVs, it's not surprising to see why Tesla has left it in the dust when it comes to market cap. Now it just remains to be seen on what they do next, that the governments are also clamping down on gasoline-powered cars. It is likely that Toyota might be staring at an existential crisis if it doesn't adopt EVs wholeheartedly. Well, that's about it for today. Hope you found it helpful. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. And do show us some love by clicking on the thumbs up button. Have a wonderful day everyone, and we will be back again soon.